Poppins it is! You guessed it, the musical I watched this week is Mary Poppins, which I just found out is Julie Andrews' first film, which is weird because when I was watching it with my friend Kieran, we noted how she looked so much older than she did in this movie compared to The Sound of Music, and she was barely recognizable from The Sound of Music. Then I googled that The Sound of Music came out a year after, so apparently she just looks a lot younger as a blonde nun. So the thing about Mary Poppins is, it's a messed up movie. I know that people love these characters, and I mean, of course I loved it as a kid. I didn't really realize all the things that were going on when I was a kid. Didn't realize that the mother was fighting for women's votes. Don't really realize how brutal it is that the father gets fired by them just like ripping the flower off of his lapel and like punching through his hat. Like, could you imagine getting fired like these days that way? And then they rehire him by giving him a flower? Like, that's just, there's so many things about this movie that just are crazy. Like the guy that lives down the street that has turned his roof into a naval ship. I mean, what kind of mental illness does he have? He's like stuck in the war, or he can't get out of the Navy, and he's really like recreated this world for himself because he can't stand to live in reality. That's what I took from it. So there was a lot of things that I definitely didn't understand what was going on when I was a kid watching this movie, and watching it as an adult, I mean, it's just crazy. One thing that's really great about this movie are the songs. The songs actually took 2.5 years to write and are some of the most memorable Disney songs. I mean, there are a ton of memorable Disney songs, but everybody knows Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious and I can't even say it, a spoonful of sugar. And there's so many, like the chimney sweep dancing scene, I remember that. That's one of my favorite ones. There's actually animation and live action in this movie, which I believe this is the first movie that ever did that. It won 5 Oscars at the 1965 Academy Awards, and it was the highest grossing film of that year. So it is a great iconic movie. It took Disney 20 years to get the rights of this movie from the author of the original book, and it was really important to them, and it was worth the wait. It's a great movie. It's just, the plot's a little bit nonsensical, but you just have to believe in the magic and love it. So if you want to continue on going through the 501 must-see movies with me, subscribe to my channel. Next week we'll have a new movie, and have a great week.